Hi guys, Ramsey here. Welcome to another video. Today we are doing another unboxing. Well, not really today because this is tonight. I told you in my other previous unboxing video that I did regarding the patchouli antique that what I like to do is before bed, instead of, using the blotters, which I will use from time to time, what I like to do is I have my scent of the day. I'm not going to go through scent of the day on this video because I already did it on the previous video. Fragrances from 1978. And I went through my scent of the day, which is a absolute banger from the house of Elaine Delon. This is Akitos, what I wore today. Such a great fragrance. It's this animalic, floral, it almost goes into this, old lady perfume, but then the giant slug of oak moss keeps it masculine. I love it. I think it would smell amazing on a woman too, by the way. I'm going to unbox this, and this is something special. This is a leather fragrance, and it's actually a Jean-Claude Ellena. And I've been looking for this fragrance for a good price for a long time. Let's see, I got my trusty knife here. And this knife will get through any box. And basically what I did is I bought a tester because it was substantially cheaper than the full bottles. Now, it's sans cap. It does not have a cap. So it is a little wounded compared to a regular bottle, but you know what? For more than half price off, I don't care. I'll forego the cap. As soon as I saw this from a reputable seller, I decided, that's it. I'm gonna go for it. So let's open this bad boy. Since it's a tester, it doesn't have pretty packaging. But again, so what? Okay, here we go. It does have this beautiful cap though. Look at this. And this is Cuir from Hermès, the Hermessence line. This is my first Hermessence demonstration tester, not for sale. Dun dun dun. DGAA1. I have no clue what that means. So, this is supposed to be brand new. It should have never been sprayed. God, the juice is so clear for a leather fragrance. Now, if you know my taste, some of my favorite leathers from the past are stuff like Antaeus, Leonard Pour-Homme, Bel Ami, Van Cleef & Arpels Pour-Homme, Etro Goma, stuff like that. So this is a Jean-Claude Ellena, which, he is known to make perfumes that are a little bit more light, a little bit more transparent. Eugene says that he, makes perfumes using watercolors. It's very transparent, but this is supposed to be a leather. So I'm very curious to see what I think about this because I like my leathers butch, as you can tell, especially with, Bel Ami being my favorite perfume of all time. It really says something about my taste in leathers. So I will be very interested to try this. So I'm doing this at night so it doesn't interfere with my scent of the day, and I can apply it to skin because skin is how you're going to get the best reaction. So I haven't even looked at the notes. I have no clue what to expect here, other than I have watched other YouTube reviewers like Zhao from Scented Moments, who says that this is his favorite leather fragrance of all time. So that tells me something. So I'm really expecting big things here. So without further ado, let's give it a spray and give it my first impression. Oh, it sprayed right away. Oh, those bastards. Okay. Wow, the sprayer on this is immense. My God. This just soaked me. I think they stole Creed sprayers for these Hermessence line. Wow, okay, it's coming to me already. I can smell it already. It's very smoky to start out. It has this smoky iris thing going on in the opening, which I actually really like. It also has a little bit of Jean-Claude Ellena's cumin, which he used so well in Declaration, and I love cumin when it's done properly. His predecessor, who made the first Hermès fragrance, Eau de Hermès, Edmond Rudnitska, was the master at using cumin. His use of cumin in Eau de Hermès and in Rochas Femme are my favorite cumin uses in perfumery. And I think Jean-Claude Ellena really took everything that he did from Edmond Rudnitska. Wow, this is really good. If you guys have ever smelled Al Oud from L'Artisan, Bertrand Duchefort does this cumin thing with the oud. This feels a little bit like the cumin in Al Oud, but you know, in Jean-Claude Ellena's style. I don't think there's any oud in this. I think this is just leather, spices, cardamom. Maybe there's cardamom in this. Let me take a look at the notes. Okay, so the note listing is actually really simplistic on Fragrantica. Leather, violet, musk, heliotrope, hawthorn, and narcissus. I could see somebody who is not big into perfume really disliking this because this has this, what I would say, maybe somebody who doesn't have as a seasoned nose and who hasn't been in the hobby for a long time, they would say this smells like an old lady. That this has this, it does have a little bit of this makeup-y leather type vibe, but I love iris. And even though iris isn't listed as a note, they list violet, I get a big iris accord out of this. That powdery iris. You know, the heliotrope is a note where if it isn't used carefully, it can really take over because it's so strong. It's such a strong floral. Now, Jean-Claude Ellena isn't known to include stuff that is going to be really heavy to take over the fragrance. I think I heard Rich Mitch once say that he got a white, like it smelled like the leather was a white leather bag. And I completely get what he's saying. Wow, this is good. This is a winner. So this proves to you guys that I'm not out here just pumping stuff that I have, saying, hey, go buy this and look at that, because this was feedback from a couple people when I did my leather fragrance videos, said that this is one that I absolutely have to have if I'm a leather lover. And for 140 bucks for 100 ml, I would say this is a absolute win for me. I wish I had the cap. The cap is beautiful. It has this leather, it has this embossed leather that goes around the cap. It's really pretty. But for an extra $140, double the price, forget the cap. I'll live without a cap. I'll use this bad boy right here. Let me see if Parfumo gives a different set of notes, just out of curiosity. This is a 2014 release, by the way, when Jean-Claude Ellena was still the in-house perfumer of Hermès. Yeah, actually, Parfumo gives even less notes. It says leather and hawthorn, and that's it. And I definitely get an iris accord with cumin, maybe some cardamom, spices, coriander maybe, I don't know, but very, very interesting. Very glad to have this. I'm going to have to test this some more. Just because of the leathers that I like, I think I still prefer leathers like Bel Ami, Leonard Porhomme, Van Cleef & Arpels, Antaeus. You know, those are just more my personal style. but this is very good. I think this is better than, what's the Dior? Oh God. Cuir. I think it's better than Cuir. They both came out in 2014, interestingly enough. They're also both iris leather, like this, woman's handbag fragrance accord. This is a little bit dirtier, if you will, because I get a cumin note from this that I don't get from Cuir. I think Cuir is much easier to wear than Cuir d'Ange, because it just has that leather and rose and jasmine and iris and orange blossom thing going on. And it's almost like a more simplistic take on Cuir de Russie, which, my vintage bottle of Cuir de Russie, I think, trumps all of these, leathers we've been talking about today, other than maybe Bel Ami. But this is very good. I'm a little shocked that I never got my nose on this. And as you can see, when I go for something, I go for a bottle. I usually don't mess around with, sampling. I just go buy the bottle and then test it and wear it if I love it. And this will definitely get some wear. It almost feels like, it feels like kind of what I expected in a sense, because it has that Jean-Claude Ellena leather lightness going on. When he made Bel Ami Vetiver, which is a flanker to my favorite fragrance of all time, Bel Ami, he made that fragrance really heavy and strong, which was out of character for him. This is more in Jean-Claude Ellena's character. This feels like you could even wear this, in 24/7, like you could wear this anytime. If you wanted a summery, brighter leather, I think this would work. The cumin at the beginning might make people think that this is only a cold weather fragrance, but it seems like it's already dissipating, that he was using it more for effect in the opening, for depth, which cumin gives great depth to a fragrance. Very good. Very impressed. Very, very impressed. You guys keep giving me recommendations like this. This is the kind of level of recommendation I'm going to expect from you guys from here on out. I can't tell you about, longevity. It is a Hermès, so, the ingredients smell top notch. I mean, they smell very high quality, and for $140, I think I got a steal for 100 ml. So that's pretty much my initial take on Cuir d'Ange. I would say this is a successful blind buy. If you like that irisy leather type accord like Cuir, if you like fragrances like Dior Homme Parfum, that have that iris leather combo, if you like other Jean-Claude Ellena creations, check this one out. And I hear this was maybe the heaviest of the Hermessence line. You can tell by the transparent juice and the very minimal writings on the bottle that this is supposed to be kind of like this. It's not supposed to be a big beast mode line. It's supposed to be a little bit lighter. But I hear this one, and there's an amber in this line as well. Those are supposed to be the ones that last the longest, last the most. So, very interesting. I like this a lot. I really do. Thank you so much, guys, for recommending this. I will give this some more wears. I'm going to start trying to do reviews. I'm not really sure how I'm going to, phrase it. I want to kind of keep it a little bit informal. I don't even know if I'm going to call it reviews, maybe like musings on a fragrance, because I don't feel like I have any authority to review a fragrance. You know what I mean? I just want to kind of talk my thoughts out, you know, with you guys and give you my opinions. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks for the recommendation. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing and the first impressions of Cuir d'Ange. Everyone have a great night. See you later. Cheers.